Hey there, it's Tony Butler, and today we're going to talk about goals a little bit. And January just passed; it's the first part of the year, and a lot of you are just stopping your New Year's resolutions, like you realizing that you're behind already, and it's the first month of the year, okay? And this is where you start to define, what's the difference between a goal and a wish, okay? And they're not the same thing, okay? Everyone has wishes, things that they just want to happen, and they think of it casually. And goals are commitments, okay? But hey, we're gonna go deep into it. I got a couple of really, really important thoughts for you. Because here's the thing, I wanna help you succeed. So please, like this channel, follow, and I think that if you just can watch more of these videos, it'll help you get to the next level, all right? So let's get right into it. What's the difference between a goal and a wish? It really has to do with our activity and our plans, okay? Because if I want to make something happen, I've got to define what that is, okay? Whether it's something really, really big, like building a new business, losing 25 pounds, getting in shape, getting six-pack abs, whatever it is. It can start out as just a passing wish. Oh yeah, I wish I could get in better shape. Oh, I wish I could have a side hustle. Or I wish I could get in business, okay? Those aren't goals. Those aren't gonna move the needle of your life. What's gonna move the needle of your life is to commit to a goal and then to do something different, to take all the action that you need to create a thoughtful plan, a day-by-day action plan, okay? Maybe you need to block out an hour and a half at a time. Manage your time in 15-minute increments with time blocks, okay? That's one of the things that I've used over the years is I have to really understand, like, where am I spending my time so I could free up enough of my time, be productive enough, so then I could have big blocks left to work on those really important goals. And because here's the problem. Most of the time, the most important goals that we have are not actually urgent. Okay, that book that's sitting in the bottom drawer, there's no urgency for you to get it done, is there? Right? Okay, it's going to sit there for 6 months, 9 months, a year, 6 years, 20 years are going to pass, and that book is still going to be there. Unless you put together a plan and you commit to it every single day, day after day after day. Let me tell you a story. I've written 2 books. And my first book took me, 4 or 5 months. I knocked it out. I got up early. I worked an hour at a time, and I got it done. Okay. Second book, different story, was the hardest book I've ever written. It was the hardest project I've ever been on. And the first 10% of the book, it just kind of happened by accident. Then the next, 10 to like 40% of the book, I was just grinding, and the ideas would come, and I just ground and was doing research. Oh yeah, that makes sense. And I'd have some epiphanies along the way. So I get 80% of the way through the book, okay? The next 10% was the hardest 10% I'd ever had, okay? Getting to 90%. Then once I got to the 90%, that last 10% was harder than the whole 90% before it, okay? Figuring out how I was going to close it, how I was going to teach, how I was going to polish it, the publishing process, the editing process, like all those things. It was just been a ridiculous project. But I had to commit. Now, I'm going to tell you what I did. Now, you probably won't want to do what I do because I'm a little bit crazy. So for the last year, I got up every day at 3:45 a.m., 7 days a week. On Christmas, I got up at 3:45 a.m. and I worked on my book. Okay? If I wasn't working on my book, I was working on one of my other goals because I knew if I finished everything else, then I would have more time for the book. I'd have more time to find the answers to the puzzles within the book. All right? I spent every day at least 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. Sometimes if I could possibly do it, I'd block off an entire day and spend 8 hours on it, 10 hours on it. Okay? You've got to find something that works for you and the amount of time that you have available. And I just want to caution you that you have a lot more time available than you think, but you waste so much time doing stupid shit. All right? I just want you to think. Go back and look at Go back in your history on Netflix and look at all the TV that you watched over the last month. How many hours do you think it was? How many shows did you watch? How many times did you just go and hang out at a coffee shop, hang out with your friends, whatever? You could have spent that time accomplishing your most important goal, okay? So when the going gets tough, the tough and the committed, they make a plan and they stick to their plan. They keep their word to themselves. They keep their word to their commitment, okay? Discipline will get you pretty far, but discipline is not going to help you finish a big project. It just isn't. What's going to help you finish a big project is a daily habit, daily time blocks, daily commitments that happen over and over and over again. Okay, so you got to prepare to succeed by planning that time. Okay, block it off. Don't let anything happen to it. I'm as guilty as anyone with just total and complete distraction. I love video games. I love watching YouTube videos. I love watching movies. Movies is my favorite thing. I love to read. And I love to do everything except my work. I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. But here's the thing. If most of the time that you block for your big projects, if you'll just get started, getting started is the hardest part. Steven Pressfield, the author of a whole bunch of books like The Gates of Fire, it's the book that 300 was on, okay? He wrote a book, one of the most important marketing books, the most important writing books out there. It's called The War of Art. I've done a review on the book. I've talked about this book over and over again. I'm telling you, the guy captures the truth. It's not procrastination. It's not that it's blocking you from doing something. That's not it, okay? It's much bigger than that. It's the world conspiring. It's the resistance conspiring to keep you from doing your best work, okay? The only way you can beat it is to get started every day. You got to get started. That's the hardest part. The work is easy, but you got to get started every single day. You can't let it stop, okay? So whenever you think that you're not going to make it, just start right now. Even if you only got 5 minutes, start right now. Win the battle right now, okay? If you think you're going to go out with your friends, just decide right now, I'm not going to go. I'm going to focus on it. I'm going to get started right now, okay? If there was a mantra that you should include in your life to get more done, it should just be 2 words: right now. Right now is the time to get started. Right now is the time to keep working. Right now is to say no to that invitation to the coffee shop. Right now I should go work out. Right now I should push away from the table and get busy. Okay, because here's the thing. One day you're going to wake up and those 5 book ideas and the screenplay, they're going to be burning a hole in the bottom of your drawer. You're going to be feeling regret. You're going to turn 50. You haven't accomplished everything that you wanted. Okay, so the time is going to go. The time is going to keep on burning. It's going to keep on ticking. And you're going to spend it on little tiny nonsense. Look back at the last 6 months and ask yourself, what was the most important thing you did and how much time did you spend on it? How much time did you spend on nonsense? How much time did you spend on things that don't matter? Okay? Because the most important thing that you can do is invest your time in something that matters for your future, something that matters for your growth. Because here's the thing. Who you become is more important than the TV that you watched or the conversation, gossip that you had, the phone call you had with your friends. 10 years from now, you're not even going to remember your friends. Okay? 30 years from now, none of that's going to matter. But what will matter is you published a book. What will matter is you finished that painting. You wrote that screenplay. You did something that was important. You beat the resistance on a day by day by day basis. Okay? So absolutely never underestimate the power of starting right now. Just get started. Stop screwing around. Okay? You feel like you're 20, you feel like you're 30, you got a lot of time. Guess what? I just had a conversation with my 93-year-old grandmother, and she's looking back and she's like, where did all the time go? The years go by so fast. Okay? She lives in an assisted living facility. She's done everything. Okay? She lived through World War I. She lived through the Korean War, all these things. She remembers when people were still driving around on wagons. Okay? I mean, just incredible stuff. Her her grandparents, okay, literally helped settle the West. She remembers that in one lifetime. Okay, the time is gonna just speed by you. So grab a hold of it, start now, get started right now. That's the answer. Those two letters, those two words, right now. Okay, so here's what I want you to do right now. Subscribe to this channel, follow. If you haven't checked it out yet, check out Primal Storytelling. It'll help grow your business. And we're about to roll out the Side Hustle Academy. It's gonna be something special. It's gonna be a place you can go, you can learn, you can grow, you can think about your next business, your next side hustle, get some, earn some more money, build your business, and get to the next level. Okay, so this is Tony Butler. I'm here to help you level up. And until next time, be well.